What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. Join us now as we look at all the winners and losers for Backlash France. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia Shorts. Now let's see the intro and get straight into our first match. The triple threat match for the WWE Women's Championship as champion Bayley takes on Naomi and Tiffany Stratton. The WWE Universe loves Bayley, and it's clear that they've already forgotten about her run as a heel. Now that Damage Control is headed to Raw, the big question is what's next for the role model. SmackDown's women's roster has a wealth of talent, but few at Bayley's level besides Bianca Belair, who's wrestled Bayley too many times for fans to want to see this again, and Charlotte Flair, who is actually still recovering from her injuries. Enter Naomi, a former SmackDown Women's Champion who is believable as someone capable of dethroning Bayley. Then there's Tiffany Stratton, who has enjoyed a powerful push on the blue brand ever since a call-up from NXT. The WWE has pushed Tiffany so well that it would be believable for her to win the title, especially in a triple threat match where the champion doesn't have to be pinned or submitted. The same applies to Naomi, which makes this match more interesting as, unlike others, there's some doubt as to who will walk out with the title. Putting the title on Naomi seems unlikely, as the WWE has clearly been booking her as more of a challenger than a likely champion. As for Stratton, Tiffany may be the center of the universe, but putting the title on her this early could be a bit of a disaster, not only for the women's roster but for Stratton's career. She shouldn't also take the pin because it would hurt her momentum though. However, a title run this early is too risky, and if there's anything we've seen with the new WWE, they're anything but risky. Look for Naomi to take the loss and Bayley to retain as the WWE figures out what's next for Tiffany Stratton. But our final prediction, Bayley retains the WWE Women's Championship. Next up is the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match as the Kabuki Warriors of Asuka and Kairi Sane take on Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. If there's one good thing about the Kabuki Warriors' reign as WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, it's that neither Asuka or Kairi Sane have fallen victim to the so-called Women's Tag Title curse. Although their reign hasn't featured many great bouts, they're one of the best teams to hold the titles in a long time, and a lengthy reign doesn't seem out of the question. There's just one problem. The WWE seems to be pushing Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill as a dream team made up of a top-tier superstar and a rookie, at least by WWE standards, with unlimited potential. Belair and Cargill look great, and the team has so much potential for both women's careers, with the ultimate payoff of a feud down the road, that it makes sense to put the tag titles on them and give them a lengthy reign. The WWE has built up its women's tag division where there are enough teams to keep the champions busy, and as good as the Kabuki Warriors are, the WWE clearly wants to use the titles for elevating Jade. While fans shouldn't rule out the possibility of the EST and Jade losing, leading to one of them turning on the other out of frustration, that seems anticlimactic, and it's likely that the WWE doesn't want to see anything good coming out of a Bianca vs Jade feud until Cargill has honed her in-ring game. But our final prediction is Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill win the Women's World Tag Team Championship. Next up is Randy Orton and Kevin Owens versus the Bloodline of Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga. Randy Orton and Kevin Owens make a great team. This is more than pairing two main event guys into an impromptu team, but an example of how two veteran workers can gel with just about anyone. Orton and Owens are wrestlers who can get a good match out of anyone, which makes it easy for them to pair up with just about anyone. However, like any team, fans have to wonder what the long-term goals, if any, are for the team. Does the WWE see the Viper and KO winning the tag titles down the road, or is this just a partnership of convenience as they work together to offset the numbers advantage of the Bloodline? Furthermore, does the WWE have any plans to have Orton and Owens eventually feud? The two managed to get through their triple threat match against Logan Paul without any damage to their friendship, but as fans have seen, that can change over time. In this case, we believe the Randy-Kevin team-up is one that helps keep both men in the spotlight and provides the revamped Bloodline two marquee opponents to prove themselves against. The universe hasn't seen much of Tama Tonga other than the Wild Man beating down opponents. This Saturday's match will give fans a chance to see just how savage he can be, but the question is whether the WWE as a Bloodline go over clean on two of the WWE's best, or will it introduce a new Bloodline member such as Jacob Fatu to cost the babyfaces the match? It's a tough choice for the WWE as it needs to put Solo and Tama over, but it doesn't want to make two of its biggest stars look weak. While Owens and Orton are likely willing to help put over Tonga and help Solo get his mojo back after months of jobbing, the WWE may not want to. Whatever the circumstances of the finish, expect an action-packed brawl with plenty of broken tables and barricades. Ultimately, the Bloodline will win, but it's just a question of how dominant they're booked and whether the WWE uses this match as the platform for introducing the new Bloodline member, Jacob Fatu. And our final prediction, the Bloodline win the match. Now keep an eye out for what happens afterwards, as fans could see the return of Roman Reigns or the return of Jimmy Uso, looking for payback and setting things up for the next PLE. Next up is the Undisputed Championship match as the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes takes on AJ Styles. Now, this match is a reflection of how poorly the WWE has planned its post-WrestleMania activities. Triple H's reputation as someone who insists on long-term booking is difficult to square up against the complete lack of progress and or build-up for any top-tier programs. Here, the idea of an AJ Styles vs Cody Rhodes match is weak to begin with, since AJ hasn't been booked as a solid main eventer and someone who seems capable of winning a world championship at this point in his career. It doesn't help that Cody just won the Undisputed World Championship, and most fans doubt he'll lose it right out of the gate. Simply put, the match has so much going against it that the WWE need to invest some serious time and effort into booking it. The best way would have been to point out how this is the first time these two are wrestling each other in the WWE, playing more off the idea that both superstars are dealing with each other for the first time. They should have stressed that this wildcard means anything can happen, since neither wrestler knows what to expect. From there, the WWE could play off what a dream match this will be, as both superstars are two of the best workers on the planet. Unfortunately, the WWE hasn't done this, and fans will have to enjoy two workers putting on what should be a classic match with no doubt about who is winning the match. This isn't a good sign for Cody Rhodes' reign as champion though. But our final prediction, Cody Rhodes retains the Undisputed Championship. But the real action is going to occur after the match when Roman Reigns shows up and makes it clear he's not going anywhere and that he wants the Undisputed Championship back. How this plays out, especially with Solo Sikoa apparently running the Bloodline, could give Cody the top level opponent he needs to get his title run back on track. And finally, the World Heavyweight Championship match as champion Damian Priest takes on main event Jey Uso. Is main event Jey capable of defeating Damian Priest? Well, that goes without saying, as Jey has defeated some of the top superstars in the WWE, including Roman Reigns. The only problem is that despite their infighting, the Judgment Day always rises to the occasion when they need to protect someone's championship. Look for Jey to come close to winning the World Heavyweight Championship, only for the Judgment Day to interfere. They could mix things up by having Damian tell the Judgment Day to let him work the match on his own, only for them to show up and interfere. This seems likely as the WWE's already lit the fuse for Damian Priest's babyface run, and an angry post-match confrontation with his teammates could help further the storyline. Our final prediction, Damian Priest retains the World Heavyweight Championship. But there you have it folks, all the winners and losers of Backlash France. What are your predictions? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.